Hello there, Daryl. Hayden, I don't know if you can hear me yet, but congrats on redeeming first. Unholy Seal, welcome on into. I know they're probably all in ads, but Daryl, how are you doing? Good to see you. What is that little cute badge with the heart? I'm donating 100 or more. That's amazing. The Twitch together. Just got a Five Nights at Freddy ad twice in a row. Those have ads. What? You doing good? Made it through the week. Hope you're well. I'm doing well. You know, I probably have to send out the Discord ping. No, I did that. Sweet. I oh, it was a long week. I'm doing well. We made it through. I my weeks should I hope get a little bit better. Last few have been very busy. I just had to get through Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. I had to just get through all of those days. Today was much better. You still have I get nothing from my ads. You get nothing. I just run ads at the beginning so nobody else hits them. Dr. J, I haven't seen you in a bit. How are you doing? I feel like I've missed all your streams this week. Do you stream? Oh, stream schedule. Did you stream this week? Oh, you did on Monday. I don't even remember Monday. I'm doing well though. You had 10 ads? Should have only been 3 minutes at least. You missed nothing. We're still on starting soon. Oh, come on in, Hayden. How you doing? Saw you redeem first. Congrats. Wait. Oh, it's been a while. I've made it. Welcome on in, Holy Seal. Unholy Seal. I don't know. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. We made it. Everybody made it through another week. How about that? Some of our weeks may have been easier, some of them not so much. But here we are at the end of it on a Friday. Raise a glass to that. Gonna be in the solo world here, apparently. Yup. Oh, I'm actually trying something. I think I did it correctly. There's I get like there's something new that Twitch added here like last month or maybe a little bit before that. They added it recently and I hadn't messed around with it where we get like 70 hours to use of like subscription discounts. I didn't realize at first, but it's only for like 5 or more gifted subs, which kind of sucks. But it's still kind of, I mean, it's still cool. So I'm trying, I get to be able to do this like 7 different times, and I don't know. I threw it on. I don't expect anything from it, but it's a discount for gifting. Oh no. How much money did you... Was it a 35 discount? Well, there you go, Hayden. You won't even get ads now. Daryl! I can't even yell at you. I brought it up. They instantly put us in a level 3. Daryl, you're too kind. Thank you so much. That had to have been like, what? 10 subs, $50, you save 35%. It was discounted, yes, that's good. That's great to hear. I'm glad. You gifted out 10 subs. I said you only need to do 5. Blue got one, Armor Blue. Not the friend, Phantom. I don't recognize that. Tomb. Lisa, Dr. J getting one. How about that? Rogue Angel. Wolfman Hayden, as I said, got one as well. And Happy Death. It was about $10. That's what I was thinking. It's a pretty big discount, I guess. Thank you so much, Daryl. Crazy. Said I didn't expect anything. I was just trying it out. Crazy. Thank you so much. Yeah, great. When a few gift subs go to people that are here. Oh, I gotta close that. There we go. Much better. That's where the problem was. Dr. J didn't don't you usually stream on Wednesdays? Let's scroll up here. Yeah. I probably still wouldn't have caught it. I had another busy week here, but you know what? Today wasn't that bad. So here we are. Dr. J. Oh, Twitch recaps came out as well, Dr. J. You were 5th. You made it onto mine somehow. You made it in my top 5. I was very surprised because I really don't feel like I've caught too many of your streams. But then again, I don't really know who else I would have made it. It was cool. You said you were trying something new, so I just added to the new part of it. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Man, these guys are still working. I think I'm gonna place down some stone here today. For, I don't know, an hour or two. I forgot about the sub discount thing, the entire subathon, and I felt really bad. Wait, really? No, it's fine. You got your money's worth. That's what. Dr. J, scammer as usual. Where's. Oh, is that? Where's my button? Scam. The scam artist, he's an excellent at it. This is words. Don't trust anything. I don't know. The hours go, like, I think they get either reset or they're just trying it out. It's one of those beta testing things Twitch is doing. And so I don't know if we'll ever get those hours back. But I may as well use them. They get reset apparently at the end of the year. Yeah, we got only a couple weeks left. Till 26. Then I gotta start renaming all my backups to 26. It took me forever just to get used to 25. What am I doing here? Placing stone down in a unique way and having fun. Uh, It is. There is not much left. We've worked on it recently. And I'll be honest, I don't remember how recently. I feel like it was last week, and I'll be on and I don't remember it. So much snow to place that I know. And like all the snow that is here isn't like purposely placed. This is just sort of what's happened with the different biomes. What's really funny is there's a river that runs right through there where no snow falls. You can see it if I go up here. There's a fun river. Crazy that it goes that high, the river biome. So, Terrell, I gotta thank you again. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. On the hype train. I don't get a lot of hype trains. Or the best. Those things steal your money. I just hydrate. I'll hydrate again. Still Dexbox I see. I know. I could remove it, but I also kind of enjoy seeing what people put in it. Become a joke to myself, Lucky, okay? Because I don't think anybody expects to have a text box when they redeem my hydrate, and then it happens. They're like, "What am I supposed to do with this?" And I think it's really funny seeing what people end up doing with it. So welcome on in. How are you doing? Good to see you, Lucky. Oh, too many things to do, and I did take you guys would be so proud of me. I actually took a step away from screens here for an hour before stream. So my eyes aren't as tired as they usually are. I'm just tired. I don't know, guys. I think it's time. I should retire from streaming. This whole thing, it's quite the hassle. Not enough cookies, for goodness sake. Don't say that word. They're gonna redeem it. I have had too many cookies. 25,000 cookies, in fact. Almost 26. I needed to take stone. Gonna retire before the mountain is done? No, the second it is done. I don't even say anything. We take 2 seconds, look at it, and I just cut to black screen and I never go live again. I think it'd be hilarious. Figment of your guys' imagination. That'd be terrible. We got things to do. The mountain isn't even the main project. It's the beginning of the project. Oh, that hurts to say. No, Eevee is retiring at the end of the month. You can. What? Whoa, take 2 steps back. Eevee's not streaming anymore? Didn't know that. Welcome on in there, Charlie. How are you doing? Good to see you. Didn't know that. We're finally mountain and let's go. Yes! We did some stone placing recently. I'll be honest, guys. My fingers cannot last for holding down shift as long as they used to when we started this project. So I really think I'm gonna start breaking it up where I don't sit down for 3-4 hours of just placing down stone like I used to. I think I'll only be able to get, an hour or two. Which is fine. That gives us time to go and do decorative work around my world, which I will have decorative work to do in my world till forever. Forever. There is nothing I will not need to decorate. Be that just terraforming areas, be that a house, pathways, all sorts of stuff. She announced it the other day. Good for her. It's always sad, but oh. I feel like I only really just started getting on Eevee. Well, that's fine. Hello there, Blue. How are you doing? How's Armor Blue doing? You got a gifted sub by Daryl from D Clark. Ungfingers, old man finger. You guys are just the kindest to me sometimes. Speaking of a oh, look at you. 3-stream streak. Congrats. I think yes. I don't know what people are up to anymore. That's what it was. Was last week Thanksgiving? I don't remember. I'll be honest. Everything's a blur over the last couple weeks for me. Can you like opposite bind your shift key? Wait, whoa. I need to. You guys are giving me ideas here. And I really don't know if I'll take them to heart. I don't use my finger to hold down shift. I just use the side of my hand to do it. Adjust, Thad. You just need to adjust. I have been holding it with shift forever though. Whoa, that doesn't make sense. I've been holding shift with my pinky forever. I can't just like swap. That just doesn't work for me. Toggle shift is an option, not for me. We're not doing it. It would slow me down from doing other things. I know, I'm denying all these great ideas. Like opposite binder shift key for crouching. Wait, that'd be cool. I guess that'd be like toggling it. No, it wouldn't. Opposite bind the key. That'd be so cool. But I don't hold it down for that long. I don't know. I'm doing pretty good. Glad it's the end of the week. Yeah, Friday. I'm in agreement there. Friday is good. Friday is a good place to be. It was snowing today here a little bit. Nothing crazy. We have so much snow. We had that snowstorm that came through recently. It doesn't melt. I think we're supposed to get another bit of snow tomorrow, maybe. It's Christmas time. Christmas tree is up. The weather is cool. It was negative 10 degrees here Thursday. So that's fun. Oh. That in with perfect alternatives to literally no better is physical health. no, yeah, just not there. That don't work for me. I always do a bazillion speed squats when I do toggle shift. Exactly. No, toggle shift's not for me. Hello, Referee X. How are you doing? Well, come on in. That? You left off the D. I'm that. Not just that. Who's that? I'm doing well, though. Ball is good with you. I'm just placing down some stone here today, and I'll be honest, I think I'm losing it a little bit. If I sound out of it, it's probably because I am. I'm a little tired. I don't think I was fully mentally prepared to be talking here for a couple hours, but that's fine. You sound Midwestern and all as always. You saying we always sound crazy? Don't you know? uh, Come on now. What? What? Unk performing excuses to end stream early. Yeah, I'm planting the seeds, obviously. No, I ended what was it? Tuesday stream early. Oh, I was so tired then too. The day's much better. All this cold has me dragging around. What? Getting slowed down by the cold, Dr. J? I I love it. Oh, I got it was snowing this morning, right? I had to walk through it for a little bit, and every time it's snowing with a bit of a breeze, I just feel like I'm a dwarf traveling through the Blue Mountains, taking on the elements. It's such a silly thing, but it always makes me chuckle and laugh at myself. Something about just something about it. I'm not built for the cold. Salmon coffee at 10 p.m. just to get stuff done. That's when I go to bed. I went to bed early last night. And the night before, and probably the night before that. Maybe it is just my usual bedtime. I am definitely built for the cold, without a doubt. I am always warm, and I really don't mind it when it's cold out. Toss a jacket on, pair of gloves if you need them. I really don't mind it. Don't usually get cold when I have to, go out or any of that either. I must say, we did. Me and Hannah both got ourselves a garage stall sometime over the summer, and that is making the mornings 100 times easier because we don't have to spend a good like couple, I don't know, 5-10 minutes scraping off the ice in the morning. That is making my morning much better. Me just got off 13-hour as a shift working security. Oh, you're all good there, FRX. No worries at all. 13 hours. Whew. Old is awesome. People are just haters. That's what I'm saying. I really don't mind it. Though I don't enjoy driving through snow. That's no fun. Especially here in Minnesota, they got all sorts of roundabouts. If you ever in a town and It's not fun trying to go through a roundabout when it's snowing. Hello there, QP. Welcome on in. How are you doing? I don't mind the cold too much, despite how cold it gets here. I really love the snow. I just want more snow. See, armor blues already. You're like, yep, snow. I'm good with that. Guess I'm just the hater then. No, it's okay, Dr. J. I'm sure there are many people that will agree with you. Well, what is it? Deadeye. If Deadeye's state gets any amount of snow, it just shuts down. They're not built for the snow. I just like the city driving in the snow more than residential driving. St. Paul absolutely sucks about now. Man, I haven't been to St. Paul in a long time. Only been like once or twice. You're doing good? That's good to hear. I am doing good. A bit tired, but I'm good. Planting those seeds here again. I'd be able to end stream early and make you guys be like, oh, it's okay, Thad. You can end early if you're feeling so tired. Yep, that's what Tennessee does. If you get any amount of snow, it's just over. Let us know. I stay at home most of the time and have things delivered. Yeah, see, I don't mind if it's snowing when I don't have to go anywhere. It's great then. Watch it outside. It's adorable watching Cinnamon watch the snowfall. Yeah, this is better because less one ways. More traffic as you go slower anyways. That it does. Shower. It's not okay to end early. There we go. Defiance. We got 13 inches of snow a couple years ago, and I had to work from home for a week. A week and a half? What were they doing? Waiting for it to thaw? Probably what they were doing. That's crazy. Snowstorm is not crazy, but I'm sure if we had even a tiny earthquake, it would be like the end of the world for us. I don't know. Yeah, they wouldn't come out and they wouldn't plow your road. It's interesting how people adjust to things. It is. It is very interesting. Like we had that snowstorm here last week, right? I don't know, about a week ago. I don't know. The roads were fine the next morning. Every time I see blue in chat, I have flashbacks of thousands of wolves. I do too. I I will never not correlate blue to loads of a big pack of wolves, essentially. I know what you mean. It's like you have these things with like different viewers where you have you just remember them in certain different ways, just small things, and Arm Blue will forever be like, yep, that you have a big pack of wolves. I have to just assume that whatever world you play on, you probably have a wolf as tamed in your house, or 20. In Germany, we say there's no bad weather. There are just wrong clothes. I like snow very much. Would appreciate if it would snow more. I'm fine with it. As long as I have a winter jack with me. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. Yes, accurate. Spies, all of them. That was my top clip for the year, Dr. J. The burning of the spy of the dog in the Nether. Oh, that's a funny one. It is amazing. Oh, and if we see H anytime, someone tell me, hey, it's H, you gotta say something bad. H apparently rated me like 20 plus times this last year. It was the person that rated me the most. It was insane. I have both a more pets and a blooper, which is a dog redeem. No, you don't. Stop. It's what? I knew it. I catch more blue streams. Been too busy at work. I know. I feel you there. I never catch any of your streams, Dr. J. Uh, also, comp drives are going on for Overwatch right now. I'm not catching anyone's stream. I was lurking in Calvin's. I had it open and I was like, it's on my monitor. I had him muted, but I was watching him build. And then he raided out to Zelda, and I was like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll post a little raid message or whatever. And he was like, that. I'm like, yeah, I may have been lurking. Stream while my kids are school mostly. That would do it. Day streams. Wish I could catch more of them. I don't know how closely all of you guys looked at your guys' Twitch recaps, but they brought back keeping track of how many chat messages you sent in like specific streams for like your top 5. And it's really funny because I don't talk in my in most of the streams that are in my top 5. My number 1 person was Sin City. Absolutely amazing streamer. They were live a minute ago. They're still live. Sin is still live. They've been doing terraforming recently. I sent 17 chat messages in theirs with 700 some plus hours watching them. Don't chat there apparently. I'll lurk in Lynxie's. I don't think I've sent a message in Lynxie's chat for a few years. And he's made my top 5 each time. You had 995 hours in Tanisha's? That's crazy. I did not know she streamed that much. Like, that's a lot of hours just to stream. Let alone watch. How many? What's some math? 995. It's 41 days. Like, Tan does YouTube too. Well done. I think she was 3rd for me. I put mine in my general chat. You saying I made your list, Charlie? You were my number 3rd most watched? Ah, it's amazing. I love it. If I did make anyone's list, I'd love to hear it. Tan was my 3rd for 435. And Eric up there is 2nd. That's no surprise. Lynxie was in 4th. I don't watch him as much as I used to. I love to check in from time to time, though. D-Dubs. I've been trying to like watch some of his streams. He put Belitro, however you say it, in my categories. Beth was 3rd for me. Sweet. Just realized when they teach you about Adams, there's a bunch of Adams work. What? Meanwhile, both my Twitch and Discord recaps just got tainted by an. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Sid. And Sid, what? Hi. I didn't expect to see you. How are you doing, Sid? It's good to see you. I have shared very selective portions. Yeah, that's understandable. I am sorry for that recap. I had a video pop up on my page where it was like someone was talking about their Discord uh recap, and like it shows who your number 1 person you talk with on Discord, and they were like, yeah, it was bad memories, it was an ex. I was like, oof, that doesn't sound like something you want to be reminded of. Mine was Hannah, believe it or not. Me and Hannah lived together. We apparently spent like 816 hours in voice chat together. Yup. We live together. We are just just a doorway between us. Hello there, hilarious. How are you doing? It does feel like Christmas time, especially here with all the snow and the weather. Where is Hannah? She should be home. Doing good. Work gave us the day off today, and I've gotten tacos. No complaints. Well, there you go. That's good. What a good Friday. I love to hear it. Discord also likes prompts to suggest you send a message to that top person. Wait, did it? It didn't prompt me. Probably knows because me and Hannah don't actually message each other. It said I had sent 3 messages to Hannah in in DMs, but we spent 800 plus hours in a VC together. One it suggested for me was like suggestively oh, lovely. I'm sorry to hear that there's symptom. Yeah, you had 1,100 hours in VC. That was insane. I thought my number was crazy. I had like just under 900. Maybe I'm not that crazy. I had 144 hours VC with Phil, mainly helping him with tech stuff. Oh, Phil. He's he needed that help. He probably needed double those amount of hours for help. I could say that because he's probably not here. He FaceTimes me all the time too. Just get over him already. Uh sorry. Not surprised. Well, I'm not surprised either. I'm sort of the tech support person for most of my friend group. And I had gotten to a point in 1 week where so many of them were running into different problems where I was like, I'm gonna start charging you guys. This is crazy. I also had the great, absolute enjoyment of correcting Lana, our dear friend Lana, that pops into chat from time to time. Did this, it's fine. If you didn't know, it's fine. She plugged in her HDMI cable into the wrong port on the back of her desktop. She had this beautiful, I believe, I think it was a 40 series GPU that she just wasn't using. Uh, and instead was using um, just her motherboard for graphics on one of her monitors. She had sent me a picture of the back of her computer, and I'm like, Lana, please tell me that's not plugged in where I think it is. And every time I get a video that references plugging in like an HDMI cable into the motherboard, I send it to her instantly. I sent her one today. Never letting that down. If you didn't know, if you have a graphics card in a computer, use it. It's don't use your motherboard graphics if your CPU allows for it. Don't. Sent more messages in your Discord than others in 59 hours in voice chat. You and Hannah were part of my squad. Were we actually? I wouldn't have expected that. That's all just from game night. That's amazing. I wish I could make my own recap for like Thalt game night. I think that'd be really silly. I gotta get a Phil and Dr. J meeting at some point. That'd be amazing. I fear if Dr. J and I ever met and it was at his place, we'd spend the entire time fixing up his setup for cable management. Probably be like standing there. He's like, yeah, Thad, did you want to do anything else? I'm like, what? What else can we do? We have to get this fixed. Like a crazy look in my eyes. Will those calls get. Oh dear. Did I show you the Jank Center? No, no, you haven't. Also, Hannah has to have a word with you. I don't think she's ever gonna bring it up. Your go live message that says it's janky time. It's is it is it I don't know how to say this. Hi David. Welcome on in. Look at you. But it makes, and I agree with Hannah here. It always sounds like when it says it's janky time, it always sounds like it's, you're saying it's like jacking off. It's it's oh, there's no way around it. And every time, I mean, I'm in agreement with Hannah here. It says it's janky time. I that's what it sounds like, and I don't know if you've had this realization or anyone else has said it. Wild, hello there. I'm doing well. How are you? I think it's really funny because like you have so many things where you just like right here with the Jank Center where it's just like you and I it's yeah, I have no words. I'll make a new no, you don't have to. I think you keep it. Or see like when we first like really started watching you, Dr. J, was the day you did the Jankathon. And Hannah saw that in your title and was like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "It's yep, it's the Jankathon. Time to start janking." Exactly. That's much better. I'm gonna bring up the cookie thing again. What's your favorite type for the holidays? Ooh, I actually found this amazing recipe that I've messed around with at the beginning of this fall. At the beginning of fall time this year, which was this cinnamon cookie. And I've messed with it a little bit, changing it just a few times I've made it, and it's absolutely amazing. I made a batch of them for Thanksgiving dinner we went to for Hannah's side of the family, and people loved them. It's it's a really good cookie, a cinnamon cookie here. It's not a snickerdoodle. It's basically a snickerdoodle, but it's not. It's one key ingredient difference. Boy, they're just amazing. It's the perfect amount of like softness, but also like a little bit of crunchiness on the outside. They're so bad for you and they're so addicting. This is not getting better. Is Thad's channel where the spicy Dr. J hits? It's welcome. I will never. We are. I'm not. This is not a family friendly place. I don't swear, and that's like the extent of my family friendliness. I simply don't swear. I don't care if others swear. It's whatever. We can have like a few. I don't know. I'm not family friendly. You're supposed to be 13 or older on Twitch anyway, right? Isn't that still the age? Double hand. I can't. No, I'm not reading that all out. Get it? Two hands on the keyboard. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I got Dr. J. Have you ever had that thought cross your mind when you said it's janky time, or is this just like a new one that just me and Hannah thought of? The swearing, but insinuations run wild. Yeah, no swearing, but innuendos here and there. Mm. It's crossed my mind. Someone may have read it as Jack, but that's kind of skill issue. Okay. Yeah. All right. As long as it's crossed your mind, I think you keep it. I just, I know Hannah, like, we can't bring it up in your stream because there's just no family friendly way to bring it up. Dr. J, we gotta talk about your notif. It's really tugging. Stop. Oh, that was a good one. My innocent eyes. Sid, I have a hard time believing you have innocent eyes. I don't know what it is. I remember I remember those GGD nights, Sid. Listen, what are GGD nights? Ah, do explain. Listen. I can just hear Daryl in the back of my head. Every time I hear someone say listen, I hear Daryl like yell out, Linda! Just every time. Listen, Linda. It's in my head. It's in my head. Goose Goose Duck. It's like I've heard of it. I looked at it once. It is, in fact, Among Us. I've looked at it. It looked exactly like Among Us. The UI looked the same, for goodness sake. I do love saying that. Love that saying. There we go. Wow. Whew. I haven't touched that game in a hot minute, honestly, but those were fun nights. It's a free Among Us, though. Is it free? I didn't look at it that closely, apparently. We should play it for a game night. We did Among Us once in my. How long have we been doing adult game night? It's either been 2 or 3 years. Definitely 2 years. Don't know about 3. We've only played Among Us once. Mm. No, we did it twice. We had a partial game night that we were playing Among Us, I think. The hard thing about Among Us, it's very accusatory, right? So when you put random people together in a game where you're accusing your friends and that, some of which you might not be all that close to, it usually ends with people being a little angry at one another. People are a little like it gets people get angry at one another in such games where it's like that and you're accusing one another. So I usually don't like playing those games. What is that emote? Why am I looking at this bounce in my chat? Why is this Drats emote? I feel like that may have happened last game. I think, well, yeah, you guys had the D Club going on. Bogus. I'm joking. I thought it was really funny. It was still bogus, though. I almost won. He's got a better one. Want to see it? Do I? Do I want to see it? I already have people that come in here and yell fatty. Like, that's just what they refer to me as now. And I don't really mind. And it always makes me chuckle a little bit. Uh, I'll post it small. Oh, I see. Dreth has a thong. That is amazing. I want to see it. Who cares if that does? Hey, if Twitch allowed it to go through, I don't know. I can't stop it then. What are you looking at, Cinnamon? Weirdo. Looking at the wall like a crazy person. Hey, where's Hannah? Have you seen her yet? No, doesn't care. Looks like you just had a snack. Cinnamon's licking our lips all. Oh, she's licking her lips. Every time she gets done eating or having a bit of her food, she's just licking her lips for a bit after. Such a silly kitty and adorable. Oh my goodness, it's been an hour. That's crazy. We're gonna hit the snooze button on that. Also, you guys are missing out. If you guys aren't following Dr. J yet, that's not gonna work, is it? My buttons don't want to work. Does this work? Why does that work, but this doesn't? Oh, there we go. If you're not following Dr. J yet, that was weird. Definitely worth it. I'm saying this because the guy literally has a cosplay outfit for me. I don't know if you guys, if you haven't seen him dress up as me, as my Minecraft skin, it's hilarious. I, I don't really know how it came to be. Well, I do know how it came to be. I just don't know why it came to be. I like this is how much Dr. J just loves me apparently. I feel like I only knew you for like maybe a couple months and the guy dressed up as me in cosplay. So he has an obsession or something. It's about 6 months. Yeah, yeah, that sounds about right. And I know it more of just like came together. They came together more silly. Like you have your spinning wheel of fun things to do, and you were wanting to put together another fun thing you could dress up as. And someone's like, you gotta dress up as a Viking, you know, with a beard and a hat and like a Viking helmet. You're like, I could just dress up as that. Throw some flowers in it. Still couldn't believe that. I had someone DM me the morning you did the first time you put on like put the beard on and the hat. Someone's like, Thad, you gotta go and open up Dr. J's stream. I'm like, okay. And I opened it and I just burst out laughing. I was like, what am I looking at? It is really funny. Hey, are you home yet, Dr. J? You've made it home, right? I know you usually pop on in here before you head out from work. You better not just be sitting in here, just not heading home yet. I'm about to head. Okay, okay, just making sure. It's Friday, my friend. Go home. It's dark out. It's definitely dark out for you. I mean, no, we're in the same time zone, aren't we? We're both in Central. Well, it's still dark out, doesn't matter. I think it's kind of sad. I'm so happy I bought these lights that sit behind my monitors right now. They have saved me in my eyes so much. Remember last winter, I didn't have them, and I was wanting something. I just couldn't find anything I liked. And my eyes would just get so tired looking at my monitors in the dark. I didn't want to turn on like my ceiling light. There's too much light. I just want like a lamp. I got these two light bars that sit behind my monitors there that light the room up nicely. Yeah, I got dark an hour ago. I know. It was getting dark when I started stream. I do think I'll take a break here after I finish this peak. It was a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Lurk, I better get home, have a great rest of the stream. Sounds good there, Dr. J. I appreciate you hanging out for as long as you have. It's always a joy having you here. Have a safe drive home. Enjoy the lurk. I'll be taking a break here myself in a second. There we go. Yep. Gonna take a quick break here. This is a good time for anyone else, as I said. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water, maybe grab something if you're feeling a little hungry. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty. I'm all back. Hope everyone took their break there and enjoyed it. Let's keep on placing down stone, huh? Appreciate everyone that's been hanging out here tonight. I'm on strike from taking break. Why? It's good to stand up. Wakes me up a little bit. Worked extra hard on my break. Hi. Good job, Elfie. I guess. What? Hello there, Alfie. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a good week. Alfie took enough break for both of us then? Interesting. I don't know if I can trust that. Oops, sounds like Amazon. Just after I get back from my break. I was waiting. Almost done playing Aloft again. Only one more sector to get through. Hey, you've already finished it almost again. That's crazy. Actually had the chance to start playing it here again too. I'm glad they changed up the islands a bit more. Added some more new generating ones. I kind of like how you have to heal some islands is cool. Still a really fun game. Didn't get too far though. I think we just about started getting like the silk sails. I spoke too soon. Hit a stopping point for a bit. What do you mean you spoke too soon? You can't get to the next sector? Honestly, recently no game has felt as enjoyable as Minecraft has been for me. Gotta get more research points for a fungicide. The last fungicide you need to make or cure, really? Oh, interesting. always wished with games that have those like sorts of skill trees and like research points. It always feels like you get held up by them too much. Hey, that's just me. Maybe I just prefer the more like slow approach of leveling up. Or the ability to just go at your own pace either way in the game. No, I've really just been enjoying Minecraft, as always. Something about it. I don't know. I think it's some of these recent things they've added. And some of these in the last couple updates. There's been so many visual or more aesthetic updates, it feels like, that I've really enjoyed. And I just feel like I have so many different things I could do. I really wanna, I need to sit down. Maybe tomorrow morning. I'm gonna force myself. I'm gonna sit down in a creative world and just do some building. I have had this image of a castle in my mind, roughly, that I have wanted to build for so long. I haven't tried building it. Just key things about for the castle. Like some high, tall towers and some small bridges that connect them to other parts. And there's other stuff. Once I start thinking about that, there's other things that I start thinking about as well. It's like I really want to mess around with wooden roofs more. At the moment, I usually just end up using one resource. Like I'll end up just using one wood type for my roofs, and I'd love to find a better way to go about that, where I could have some, I don't know, darker areas in that. Oftentimes, what I see with people that do roofs recently, they don't even use wood for their roof. They'll have these other different blocks that are easier to make different texturings with. I still like the wood feel. And like I've done the whole, let's see if I can see it from here. I've done the whole thing with, that's funny, you can see the campfire sometimes. The not having like the perfect roof, it's a little more like deteriorated, I guess. It's worn. It's been worn and damaged a little bit. I really like that. So I think I need to do more of that in areas. It just takes some time. It takes more time to do it. And then find a way where in some of like maybe the more damaged areas, it's like a darker wood. Like we could try and get like a the dark oak in there. Could look cool. My goodness. There's a lot of stone around me. I don't know. I've been really wanting to step it up with some of my different areas of building. Try out some different things that I've seen others do have that I think work. You have a TNT machine to collect snow, or is that not possible? It is possible. F5. I don't have one. I do think I'll make one at some point, and then I'll set up crafters to auto craft snow blocks for me. Because you're probably thinking of like how will I ever cover some of this with loads of snow, because it'll take thousands of blocks of snow. Oh, you said stone. Well, anywho, no, I don't have one for stone. But I want to do one for snow. It is also possible for stone. You'd have to smelt it though. Thank you, Alfie. Anywho, no, I don't. I mine all my stone. But I want to do one for. Apparently, I just wanted to talk about this snow idea. I don't have one for stone. I don't have any generators for stone or cobblestone. Very easy to make cobblestone generators in Java Edition at the moment. There's some really, really fast and effective ones that take minimum resources. Like you could set it up very early game in any world. But no, usually I've done a lot of mining. Here we go. I've mined almost 2.5 million stone blocks in this world, and I have placed about 1.4 million used. Which yeah, we tried this before where used does not count if you craft with the stone. I feel like I've tested that a handful of times. Scale of this is crazy. Yeah. It is a massive build, without a doubt. I and you can't even like fully get the feeling of it unless you were actually walking around it in this world yourself. Like here's just like a section of the mountain, Beacon Hole. Just walking. It spans roughly 1,000 by 1,000 blocks on its furthest points. It is probably 1,000,000 blocks of stone and almost 5 years worth of work of terraforming by hand. Okay, here. And this is just the front that we're looking at here. Like, even when I show it here, it is hard to feel the scale of it. I mean, we got full beacon pyramids right there that look minuscule next to it. You may need to add terrain like this. It would be awesome, right? Could you imagine stumbling upon basically just an entire mountain biome that spans a good couple hundred blocks to 1,000? Like, you would not. It'd be really cool building in it. It would be absolutely terrible early game. And like, they got some real Minecraft has done really well with its terrain generation here, I would say, after they did the full like revamp of it all. They have some amazing terrain generation now, but I still think they need to go on both sides of the extreme where there's really deep oceans and then there's really tall mountains that just span for a long time. And like, that's the world height up there. I raised my cloud height to, I believe, just 5 blocks below the world height limit. And yeah. I love it when someone like actually like takes it in for a second. They're like, wait a minute, Thad, this build is crazy. Because it hits me from time to time, especially like we'll fly over to here. We haven't worked on this side in a long time, and I'm like, whoa, I haven't looked at this side in a long time. I haven't worked on it, and this is like, it just is expansive. This is really cool. I haven't looked at this angle in a while. Right? It's not perfect, but you get the idea. So everything that you see is work in progress, without a doubt. You probably can tell it's all stone at the moment. I want to add snow. I want to add different like blocks and shading and texturing at some point slowly. I'm going to finish the shell of the mountain, and then we'll slowly add in stuff, probably focusing on the front, and the back will never get finished unless I have a build that sits back here. That's most likely what will happen. I'm just being realistic. One thing I definitely want to do, I want to go around the entire perimeter of the mountain here, because at the moment it's a harsh change from going straight up in elevation to the flat world. So that's one thing I definitely want to do and will do, but the texturing and the shading, I'll be fully honest with you guys. We'll just focus on the areas that we see. I know I want to make pathways that go throughout the mountain as well. So like anywhere a pathway like is like kind of fleshed out and built, that's where you'll also see like areas of it. So it's gonna be really funny if I here. Let me land. I'll pull up my map. It's like it'll be really funny. Well, you'll see areas where there's a pathway that goes throughout it, and there'll just be like this surrounding area around the pathway where it's much more like detailed. And I'm just being realistic with myself because the mountain is not my main project. I know. It technically is. It's part of the main project. The main thing I actually want to do is work on a huge, expansive underground build. We're building a Dwarven Kingdom. Yeah, right. Thank you. Thank you, Alfie. That's what Hilarious always jokes about, too. This build isn't that big. That's just really small. I'm just a dwarf. It's a great view of the mountain, right? Love Gorgor, how are you doing? Good to see you. But the main goal or build is technically the Dwarven Kingdom. I just oh yeah, it definitely is a backdrop as well for like some of these further areas. The main thing is to build a Dwarven Kingdom. Uh and I'll keep talking here. I'll say this first since we're out here. I didn't mean to start this project. It was more accidental. I was just doing terraforming practice, and I was like, "Whoa, this is kind of going fast." You know, making a mountain. It was very small at first, just like it was just like this little frontal area where I could have like wrapped it up in a couple months. Just a fun practice for terraforming, and then I was like, you know what, it's going kind of fast. Let's just expand it a little more. And then I was like, let's do a little more, and that's about how we got to this scale that we are now, is just by slowly expanding more and more, accidentally. And then I was like, you know what? I may as well start building a Dwarven Kingdom under it. I mean, if I'm building the mountain, may as well do that. At first, it was just meant to be a backdrop for other builds, but it's definitely evolved over the years. And then, yes, Dwarven Kingdom, which is my dream build, is to do this huge, expansive build underground, essentially, because I have always thought those would look cool. And I like dwarves from the Lord of the Rings, so Dwarven Kingdom is kind of what happened. Just kind of came to be. So we got like the entryway here, backside, and obviously not much done on the inside because I have focused on terraforming. As I was about to say, a network in the mountain will be right. That would be my ultimate base in Minecraft. If I actually would keep a world, an epic mountain base, like in a mountain. Like I don't. There's something about the expansive feeling of an underground base where it just goes on and on. I have started one of the rooms for the Dwarven Kingdom though, and if you do know Lord of the Rings, you'll recognize it. It's just a pillared hall, fully decorated. Everything in my world is kind of decorational when it comes to building. Most of my farms are nowhere here. At least my big farms are not here. Like most of my stuff is done for decorational purposes, just for fun. And then my pillared hall. Still got a lot of these to do. I need to get back into building these again. Boy, it's definitely... This is a 300 by 300 box, 55 blocks tall. It is essentially a mega build on its own that sits within the overall build. It sits in the mountain entirely. Yeah. Takes 45 minutes on average to build one of these pillars. And there is 36 plus 36, 72 plus 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 24. What was that number? Is I don't know, 96 pillars in here. $45 minutes on average to build them. Yeah, big underground build. Always thought it'd be cool. Definitely is. This is only part of it. I want to do other huge rooms and small rooms. It's one of those big things I always try and stress. When I started this project, it was during the point in time where mega builds, and mega builds are probably still very, very popular, but like it was the point of time with Minecraft where a lot of YouTubers and that were doing mega builds all of the time, and that was like the main thing they were focusing on, but they didn't focus on the detail in the builds. Like some of the smaller details with walls and all of that. And I always, I don't know, I never liked that. I always think the details matter and add so much to it. So even though we got like these huge projects going on, I still want other areas where I focus on the detail, and even in these huge scaled builds, I'm focusing on the detail. And just look at the, yeah, no. Detail matters. I try and keep the detail as much as possible. Love how this turned out still. I gotta go. Epic build. Cool to see something as grand as this survival. Right? I think it's cool. I love my world. I really do. It's, and so much of this is really turned out well over the years now. I mean, we just finished shaping out all of these custom hills here even. None of this landscape was here. For anyone that's a little newer, I know I've said this a handful of times, but like, we finished up shaping out the hills finally. Need to actually make them look nice and that. But the shape of them are here. And it was just terrible looking out the front of the mountain before that. We spent so much time on these hills this last year. And I'm glad I did. My world looks a little bit more polished now with that in mind. Anyhow. Let's try and place a bit more stone here. This is what happens when you start actually. I'm always happy to show off my world and some of the surrounding builds, because I know there are a lot of people that don't actually see me fly around my world too often, because they'll pop on in and they'll just see me working. That's what I do most of the time. Just work on my builds. I do have to actually place blocks. I love taking a moment to appreciate what we've gotten done over the years. It's gotten to a point finally, after 5 years of building, where it actually feels like I have gotten a good amount done. In my world. I still want to get so much more done. At some point, the next big thing I'll like, I'm hoping anyway, the next big thing I start would be a build that maybe you don't see the mountain within view. A little bit further off. Maybe you do still, like very far off in the distance, just because my render distance is so high. It'd be fun to have something that's a good couple 100 blocks away at least. Problem is, I can't go too far from the mountain just yet, because there is the void I have to deal with that surrounds these chunks. I really don't ever want to start that project, because that's just gonna take a lot of time. You know what? Are you still here? I bet Daryl's still here. You're probably just playing a game. What I'll probably end up doing with the void, it's gonna feel like a loft essentially, with floating islands. Where it's almost exactly, that's like the best way I could describe it. It'll be like floating shattered islands with builds that are on them that are just in, I don't know, in ruin. I'd love to do an actual build between multiple floating islands where it's like people somehow connected like a bridge network and built a cool fantasy city floating. That'd be fun to do. That sounds like a lot of work. And I got a lot of other things I gotta do. It'd be fun. I don't think I'd freehand the floating islands. I have freehanded floating islands in the past. Don't do it. It's so painful um to do in Minecraft. Just don't build floating islands in general. I know it's always a cool idea. If you do, just do a small one. But it's always such a cool idea, but uh it's a project to take on. I had the grand idea that when I first started to decide that I wanted to get into terraforming, that I was like, you know what? I'll start with floating islands. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. Didn't get very far into that project at all. I learned a lot during it. Oh, talk about an easy way to burn yourself out. I'm glad I stuck it out for terraforming. I find it quite peaceful now. Which is funny, because now I spend most of my time up in the air. Isn't this whole area a floating area slash island anyway with the void? It technically is. I mean, technically the entire Minecraft world is kind of floating. Yes, no, technically, aha, it is connected here. But all of this purple stuff here is the void, and it, you know, it's like 13 chunks that span that area. Probably another 13 over there, a whole bunch over here. Like 20, 25, I bet there. Technically not, but I don't know. It'll be interesting. And it will be something where it's not like I'm gonna go and approach the entire void all at once. It's gonna be something where if I want to build far out, if honestly, the annoying, um, I'll probably build out this way because huge plains biome that I can go to and I can expand from there, going off this way towards jungle and taiga. It kind of sucks because all of these chunks that you see in this surrounding area was before the terrain generation, before Minecraft changed their terrain generation. These chunks out here are the newer terrain generation where we have like really cool hills, better rivers, and all of that going on. Some of the new mountains. That's kind of where I would want to go. And the problem is, I have this huge ocean biome that spans a couple thousand blocks. I guess eventually I gotta do some exploring. I have this cool mushroom biome that's surrounded by land. Also have a mushroom island here that's 1,000 blocks long. My world is large biomes. Uh, Kinda. I have some weird generation in my world in some areas. Yeah, it's a lot around there. Yup. Maybe I'll do a ocean build of some sort. Like, okay, we're zooming out a lot. First off, mountain, 1,000 by 1,000 blocks. This is a good, like, couple thousand blocks to work with here. Couple. He's probably like 5,000 blocks long. That I got plenty. I truly have plenty of land to work with before I even get to that ocean. And even then, since when has an ocean stopped me? We can just make our own landmass. We can just make a continent. Continent. There we go. What's wrong with that? That'd be crazy. I love that idea. Oh, I wish I could change biomes in survival. Like what you can do in Terraria. D. Clark's probably like shaking his head. It's like, why did you just say that to yourself, Thad? You're gonna end up making your own entire landmass now. That's another 6 years after. Yeah. This is what I mean. I have endless ideas for this world where I can't get bored in this game. I could truly build forever if I had the time. I just I just truly enjoy the game. I enjoy the creativity, I guess. No, we don't need to plan that far out, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's fun to think about it. Oh, and then we got the Mountainathon coming up. We got the 5 year celebration since I started this, my main project here, working on the mountain. And, yeah, we got that coming up in February. That'll be fun. I need to think about what the heck the 5 year anniversary shirt will look like. We do anniversary shirts. We've had two of them now for the 3 year and the 4 year anniversary. I just really loved how the 4 year one came out. Came up with the idea, Hannah designed it. Uh, and it came together really well. And I have no ideas for the 5 year one. They've all had the same similar feel. It's just like different, obviously different year marks. I just said, yeah, another t-shirt. Exactly, yeah. That's like one of those, that's one of the harder things to come up with. Is a somewhat unique design, but not like straying too far from the original concept. I always, I like look at concert t-shirts or something that like for different like music fests that happen from year to year. It's kind of where I get ideas from. It's like, what do these do? What do they do? Because like these things happen yearly. They have full on like teams that come up with ideas. I'm sure, or at least a team, some sort of person comes up with the idea. Take inspiration from someone else, and then put our own spin on it. The goals, hopefully, should be pretty easy to think of this year. Since I already know what I want the final goal to be. For the sub goals, I'm excited for you guys to see that. It has been in my head for 2 years, this idea. And I hope you guys actually like it. I think it's really cool. Hannah thinks it's really cool, and I've told nobody else. I do think... Well, no, never mind. I'm not going to say anymore. That's all you... That's all you get on the fun things. We've done it two times now. Big celebrations, essentially. And we've learned a lot from both of them. Stop being a tease. I know. I've learned a lot from both of them. And I've gotten you guys' feedback from both of them. So I'm hoping this 5-year one goes well. One of the big things that I heard back from both years we had done it is that should start earlier or the stream should be a little bit shorter. And I agreed with both. So those things will be in mind. It'll most likely start earlier, and I don't know if I'll do it for 15 hours. Or is it 14? I don't know how many hours it is. Hi, Hannah. How are you doing? I also don't have all the ideas thought out, Daryl. Like me and Hannah haven't actually sat down and fully thought it all out yet. So if you have anything you would want to see, it goes for anyone that's even like lurking. If anyone has any ideas for like 5-year mountainathon, I'll take them. I've probably no idea if we'll do them. Even like a goal, a sub goal. Should I do the bit redemption for cookies again? I really don't think I want to. What was it last year? We have this saved somewhere. Was it only... It was 100 bits for a stack of cookies. Oh my... You guys redeemed that so many... I still am getting through those cookies. From last year's mountainathon. They're down here. I have them set off to the side in a separate shulker boxes. I have chipped away at them. I think there used to be 4 shulker boxes here, and I'm down to 3. It takes so long. 100 bits. You guys redeemed that so many times. Map out the statue area and no cookie redeems this time. Way too many of them done. That's fair. It was funny. I really don't mind it because I am getting through it. Oh. Or make a redemption and remove a stack so someone redeems it, but it could go and donate to take a stack and throw away cookies. You think anyone would actually redeem that? Maybe. Or instead, D. Clark, you've given me an idea. We could do like a flip a coin. You flip a coin, and it decides whether or not a stack gets added or removed. Map out the statue area. I do need to actually map that out who goes next to who. I figured I would just have people that sit like whoever redeemed it would be next to one another, but maybe I allow people to choose where they want. I don't know. It gets complicated for something like that because it's not. No, that's what I should really do. Instead of doing anything else in creative, I should just sit down tomorrow morning and figure out the rest of that statue hall. At least just the inside. I like that. You get that's a good idea, Daryl. Thank you. I should write it down. Write it down over here. Do, do, do. Not to say it'll happen, but maybe. Oh, Dr. J's not here anymore. But he has so many fun like buttons and wheels that he'll click a button and a wheel will spin on his screen for like an outcome of something. And it's so cool how he has like these all sorts of these different buttons and that he's a lot of things. He has a very well set up stream for that stuff. So maybe I should just study some of his things for some fun ideas. No, there was a lot of cookies that were redeemed. It was 100%. I didn't think it would be redeemed that much. It was funny. Oop, that's a thunderstorm. Let's pause that, fly away, and despawn all the mobs that just spawned. Lizzie, hello there. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. How are you doing tonight? Lizzie Piggy. That's an adorable name. Bareback coffee. Coffee sounds good. Starbucks has this, well, it's a concoction that Hannah created, but I call it Christmas in a cup, where it's just this like mint coffee with like a white chocolate or something, and it's just amazing. I really appreciate that follow there, Lizzie. We're just terraforming here tonight. Working away on my mountain. Think we can finish the mountain by like next week. Nope. It's truthfully, I am very close to done. At the same time, though, I could spend a good 24 hours and probably not have it done. But in comparison to how much has been done, there's not much left. Matters how much your fingers can take, though. It is, yeah. It's okay. This is why we take breaks. Can I replace my shift button with like a light that I can just like put my pinky over and then that shifts for me? So I'm not actually like holding down a button. I'm just like hovering over a light that senses it. I think that'd be genius. Toggle shift for the win. I know people have brought it up tabs. It would just mess me up more than it would help me. And I really don't like it for like jumping around. Pinky Talkie, I know. I could. Here. I'm trying to just like rest my hand a little bit. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I hate toggle shift. Thank you. Thank you, Oscar. I'm glad you're at least in agreement there. Maybe I should try hold down shift with my thumb. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, no, that will not work. So welcome on in, Tabs and Oscar. How are you two doing? It's great to see you two. I was thinking of both of you. Fully in agreement. Oscar toggle hater. You can just turn toggle shift off when you're not mountaining. Yeah, but like I do a lot of like jumping around and like I'll do like side jumps and that sort of thing. It's too much for my brain to try and learn and like switch between. And 1.5 years. My goodness, Oscar, thank you so much for this resub there. You're prime. Your prime resub. Thank you so much, Oscar. I really appreciate that. My goodness. I was trying to make a very simple thing complicated. It is. He likes to complain. That's not true. I like to talk about future builds. That at the beginning of stream is just my fingers. They don't like holding down shift as long as I used to be able to when we first started this project. And maybe it's more I just don't work on the mountain as much, so I'm just not used to holding down shift for, a couple hours. And it's not like I'm always doing it. Like when I'm just like quick standing here, I'm fine. But like anytime I'll look over the edge. Team Mountain Echo. My goodness, there. How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a good little bit. I hope you've been well. Hi. That's right, Team Mountain. Thank you for staying on this truly great team. Dad's fingers aren't as young as they used to be. Oh, is that your emote? What is? Yep. It's age that happens to all of us. I know. No. I don't hold down shift as long. Need to rebuild up my endurance in my pinky. It's really weird. It's been a minute. It has. You must be taking a little bit of a break from streaming. I haven't seen you live in a second, or I've just been missing it. But I'm glad you're doing good. And Golden Hawk, hello there. Welcome on in. I recognize that name. I think you've rated us recently, I believe. Overwatch time, best of luck, Tabs. Let's get a shout out for you, Golden Hawk. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Game Hound. Golden Hawk himself? What were you up to today? Yes, I'm following you, in fact. I thought so. I've seen you on my live playlist. Or on my live list. Hope you're doing well. I really appreciate that raid. We've just been terraforming here. I am. I haven't been live in 2 months. Well, I hope you've been enjoying the break and you probably needed it. Lots of stuff, but soon, well, that's good. No pressure. I don't feel any pressure from me, my goodness. You probably have much more loyal viewers than myself. I just used to always raid you after my stream, and I was like, you know what? That's someone it's been a minute. You were working on a storage design build. How's the terraforming? Oh, it's going well. We've been doing this for 2 hours now, terraforming around. Hawk is here too. We working on the mountain. I don't know what you saw the last time you were here, but I'm not working on the mountain again. Placing down stone. Yeah, it's a big build. It's not done. We've been working on it for like 5 years, but it's fine. But a storage design build, I love to hear it. I love thinking of different ways to make like good storage rooms and that. That zoom out was very cinematic. I know I'm it's like I've been doing this for 5 years. I'll be back in like 1 week. I see. I didn't know that, Echo. That makes a lot. I am so happy that you've been focusing on that then. Good for you. So in 1 more week, perfect. We'll have our Echo streams back and I can raid you again. 5 years on a mountain, yeah. But, well, okay. First off, I love I love moving around from project to project from time to time. But I always rotate back to my projects. It's probably my way of never getting burnt out on a single thing. But we have a lot of things in the world. The main thing is my mountain build though, and the eventual dwarven kingdom that I'll build under it. Got the entryway there. And one of the rooms started in that. I'll show that first, I guess, since I'm talking about it. The entryway, mountain, you get the point. It spans roughly 1,000 by 1,000 blocks. It's a big build. We have, whilst working on it, we have placed 1.4 million blocks of stone. Eventually, I'll get it all textured in that, maybe, eventually, one of these times. It is a lot of dedication. But you know what? I enjoy it. 6 or 8, you're being kind there. The actual texture of the mountain will never get done. Once I finish the stone shell, I'll focus on like what we see on the front, and then some of the other areas that you periodically see, and then the back will never get done unless I build something back there. Yeah, here's one of the rooms inside. Side the mountain. It's just our pillared hall. If you know Lord of the Rings, you recognize it. Thaddeus has cursed himself by not texturing as he goes. It's not a curse. It's just, I have no idea what the texturing's gonna look like. There's so much stuff, he needs a pillared hall. Yeah, I just casually a pillared hall. We just counted these. I was showing this off to someone earlier that popped on in. It's 96 pillars have been built in here so far. Essentially it's quadrants of 36, so 36, 36, and then there's 4 rows here, 6 long, 24, 96 pillars. I think. Nobody ever checked, nobody said my math was wrong, so. Yeah, we'll build 4 more. It's not done. All of these circles you see are going to be a pillar. This will be well over 100. They take 45 minutes to build. 4 more pillars is like 3 hours. But as I said, I do, like, yeah, okay. So, terraforming and working on this main project for it started 5 years ago, and I have been consistently working on it over those years. But I rotate between them. It's like we got the terraforming part. I have this one room where I can actually like work on building. We've obviously designed the entrance here a bit. Got to work on the sides, but the entranceway, backside of the entrance. It was funny. I only designed the front of it when I built it. Eventually built the backside and the ramparts here. Did little overlooks. Have you done the math on how many pillars there will be total? I have at one point. It's weird math because, well, it's not weird math. It's simple addition. But this quadrant here isn't going to be a perfect quadrant. There's going to be a few pillars that like get built into like where the mountain is here, and there'll be probably 2 or 3 of them that aren't fully built for sure. Like aren't even built at all. So there's that. 3 hours of is so boring building those pillars. I mean, you obviously need some pillars to hold up the mountain. Exactly. It's all just for looks. Math ain't my forte. Thatting's job. So let me get this straight. Yep. You've been building a mountain for almost 5 years. Almost 5 years, correct. We're not 5 years yet. That's in February. Although the 5-year anniversary of this world is coming up sometime this month. I don't know the exact date. We don't celebrate that. We celebrate the build. Also, so 5 years, I've also been, as I was saying, working on other projects. All of these hills you see here, they did not exist. This used to be an ocean. We drained the ocean. We have built hills here now. We recently finished shaping them out. I'll eventually make them like look nice. But it's yeah. All of the blocks in this hilly area were built by me. That river didn't really exist exactly, not exactly with how it looks now. So fully custom river, we've been working on as well. Eventually, I like pretty things. I can make pretty things. Eventually, all my stuff will look much more like this. Much more polished and finished like this custom plains biome. Do I didn't mess up the placement of the pillars. It was purposeful. I think it adds something cool. To it. Thad's 2-week Minecraft phase went a little haywire. Yeah, something like that. It's been 5 years. So dude just casually drained an ocean. Casually, yep. And Thad, how many times have you died in this world? Oh goodness, Oscar, you're just like you're boosting me. I have not died. Shorter pillars, less time? Exactly. Gonna be 2-decade Minecraft phase, most likely. Good time zone, central time zone. Gotta love it. Everything Thad does is casual. Yeah, we don't do crazy things here. Doesn't the Oscar, do you remember what this used to look like, the front here, before these hills were finished? It was terrible. If you've never drained an ocean, and seeing the outcome of what it looks like is very terrible looking. So the ideas had changed over the years, of course. The initial idea was not to build hills here, and then I thought hills would work better, so we did that instead. Here it essentially was just a bunch of gravel and sand and stone, and it looked terrible. And that was like my view out the front. Hills, 100 times better. It's all just grass blocks at the moment, and it looks 100 times better. We got a medieval port city I'm working on. There's loads of stuff that I have in this world that I've been working on. It's 2 a.m. for you? Oh, that's late. Next 5-year world being hardcore? No, I will probably... I won't say I'll never do a hardcore world. Here, to prove it to you. I have not died in this world. We have played... What is this? 138 days of playtime. 138 days and a half of playtime. And I have not died. It's right under here. Time since last death. I have never died. I don't think the stat actually shows up. Here, show empty stat. Isn't it time player kill? I don't know where deaths are. Number of deaths right here. 0. Haha. Proof. I need to. It's cool. I have no recollection of this place. Sorry, the correct line is I have no memory of this place. That's better. We're gonna call Gandalf of Moria, right? It's not a Moria build, but yeah, that room definitely is. I've drained an ocean about a year ago. I legit wanted to beat out someone with my key. It's a lot of work. 2 a.m. is early if you think about it. Absolutely, yeah, it kind of is. Just playing a hardcore world, but not playing a hardcore world. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It is on hard mode. I'm not like playing on peaceful by any means. It's always been on hard mode. Basically you, but with less stress. Yeah, I would never want to lose this. I love my long-term world. I've been in it for 5 years. I love the late stage game of Minecraft. I don't enjoy having to do early game. Now, have I missed any messages? Otherwise, I need to take a quick break here. But yeah, that's a handful of the things that I've done in just this surrounding area. I've done interiors for my houses here as well that you see. I do small stuff too. I love interiors. I love every aspect of building, truthfully. There's an armor stand there. You can't see it. I don't only do big things. What? What's wrong with my roofs? I know they're not perfect. Still working on them. Like developing that, but I like my roofs. They're good enough. This one has a fun little slant feel to it. Anywho, though, I do gotta take a quick break here. It's a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water. None of my builds have roofs because I hate building them with all my heart. Oh, I see. You're saying roofing sucks, not my roofs. I see. Sorry. Misread. It does suck. It's a lot of work to figure them out sometimes. But anywho, good time for anyone else to take a break as well. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something to eat if you're feeling hungry. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Oh, thank you, Gamehound. I think they look good too. I'll be back. Alrighty. I'm all back. Quick break. Now I see the problem with non-touch around. It is in some areas it does get a bit of a gray blob, although it has gotten better. Some fun shadows that sort of show up, but definitely need texturing. We'll never deny that. Alright, let me grab one. I should go grab one too. You have a 4,000 day, I'm assuming hardcore world by the sounds of it, Golden Hawk. That's cool. It's amazing, 4,000 days. Where'd we leave off? I don't think there's too much more to show. I mean, there definitely is, but nothing of importance. Too much importance, anyway. I want to keep working here. What's my door? We're at 16,000. Yeah, we passed 16,000 a little bit ago. 16,100. And what was that? 7 now? I do hope everyone's enjoying stream tonight. I know I've enjoyed it. I was looking forward to building here tonight. Some peaceful times. Oh, let's finish this off. And I got to try out the discount for gifted subs. Hey, thanks again, Daryl. There's a stream tonight? I'm streaming right now. I mean, I'm not a streamer by any means, but I'm streaming right now. I saw Jessie went live, so I know who I'm gonna raid. Pulled up her tab. Just thinking of Jessie too. It's like Jessie didn't make my Twitch recap, and it's like, oh yeah, Jessie. She took a little bit of a step back from all the Twitch streaming, which is fine. Good for her, right? Gotta be supportive of your streamers. Understanding that most of them do this as an addition to what they usually do for a full-time job. We might actually call it there for placing down stone here today. Just place a little bit more here just to get this a little better fledged out. I might transition. I want to work on the pathway a little more that we had that I expanded. I still need to place more leaves in that for that. I wish they didn't make it so you only get that discount for 5 or more gifted subs. That's so foolish of them. It should have been for just any sub. Which is what I thought it was for. Maybe they'll keep it around and maybe I'll do it for this the Mountainathon. Could be cool then. The 5 or more is a bit much. Like 90% of streamers on the platform and their viewers. Exactly. It is. It is a bit. Like, that's $25 basically. When you get 35% off, what's that? Like 10, I don't know how much that'd be off. Not too much. But it's just like, really? If you just gave a discount to a sub, you'd probably, like, that discount to even just, like, resubbing or a gifted sub, probably make more, most likely. Plus yeah. Still a cool feature, just interesting. This was the first time I was trying it out here, Golden Hawk, and oh, it's interesting. I figured I may as well. I don't know. I got 70 hours of it, and 7 different times I can use it. Only then, I think it resets at the end of the year. It's it's one of the. Trying to remember. Oh, it was the watch streaks that I think are added permanently now. At least I have the ability. Like now, I have watch streaks. I don't think it's a beta thing anymore. It's kind of cool to see something that's not that actually worked. Although I think watch streaks are. I myself, I don't care too much for them. Just because I can't keep one for the life of me. And it feels a little silly. Because it just sometimes forces people to just pop on in your stream for like 5 minutes and then they'll just leave once they get it. So I don't want to. If someone can't make it to my stream for a day, that's fine. My work schedule in life don't let me keep a streak for anyone. Yeah, I think the highest I have ever gotten one is like maybe 10. And it's like I really try and keep it and then I lose it anyway. It just doesn't work. And to be fair, I don't watch as I don't actually get the chance to hang out in a specific streams as much as I used to. I get annoyed when I miss streams or lose the stream. Exactly. It's very annoying. Have these guys frozen yet? Nope. It is crazy. Apparently they will stay around for like 8 hours if they're not if you just start at the first oxidize, like the first level of copper. It's been very fascinating. Also, I think someone asked it earlier in stream if I had like a TNT generator for stone. I don't. I have mined all my stone and I keep everything I possibly can in my world. I I have shulkers upon shulkers of materials. Like that's just some of them. I think there's the 3 different like stones over here to andesite as well. For all my stone, I've mined it. I have not made a generator for any of that yet. I've had that question pop up a handful of times. And apparently, do people just not do big digging projects that often? I don't think people realize how many blocks you get from big digging projects either. You're 237 for Jesse. Like, that's just insane. I've got to the 3, and that was it. That's the first one to get to. I know. I know how you feel, Golden. It's really tough to keep them sometimes. Try my best, and it doesn't work out. And I don't know. It has been a long time. The only stream I ever was like fully consistently in was Elijah's streams, and I didn't stream at the time. That was before I ever started streaming. He doesn't stream anymore, but if he ever does, Eloquent Duck. He was an amazing streamer. Still would be if he hits that go live button. He had to go and become a father twice over. Silly priorities. What I meant to place. He was my streamer. Good friend of mine. Still hang out with. I always meet up with Lige and play games with him at least once a week usually. So can't complain too much. I spend an absurd amount of time on my pathways. For anyone that's newer to my world, I put so much detail into these things. Just with the block palette I have, like it's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different blocks, plus the dirt edge, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 different blocks. There's pale moss in here even. Looks amazing. It does. I love it. I love doing paths. And it's just a lot of work doing a path of this much detail. And I recently, like, we got the leaf litter, right? And I added it in and I was like, is that too much? And honestly, I don't think it is. I think it's perfect with the leaf litter. I do have a few buttons. The buttons are still growing on me. Uh I think they look good, but not a lot of them. Like a few here and there look all right. I think I really like how the moss carpet and the pale moss carpet add a little bit of that elevation that we see. No, not mentally, Hannah. But if Overwatch calls, I will grab the hammer and shield. And then we'll end up waiting in a 7-minute queue time because I'm too high of a rank. Thank you, Golden Hawkins. I put so much time and effort into these pathways. And like I haven't transition out. I haven't added any leaf litter here. I definitely should. It'll look amazing when I do. But like it transitions from this lovely stone pathway into something a little more run down, just like a dirt pathway. And it's just I put so much care into this stuff. And a little more extra detail in the medieval port city or village here. I have some of it where there's like the road is so worn down that it's just like dirt across the middle of it instead of stone in some of the area. It's so many little details that people probably would never pick up on. Aren't I a silly dwarf sometimes? I love it though. I love doing this stuff. These leaves also really make the pathway pop, I noticed. I've had this one here for so long, and recently I spent a morning just on my own, just extending it here finally into the hilly plains biome that I got going on here. And I noticed the pathway looks good, right? It looks good without the leaves, but man, does it just pop and like really feel, I don't know. Once you add those leaves in there, I love it. And like over here, I was like, ooh, we can like kind of work with the landscape where it's like kind of spilling over a little bit. It's weird. I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. I just place blocks at random. I've only been playing the game for 15 years. I just kind of wing it. I've had people come in here and be like, how do you build like that? Like, how do you get, how do you do something like that? I'm like, I don't know. Practice, I guess. Trusting yourself a little bit. Just keep going at it until you get something that you truthfully like. For example, the pillared hall, right? Those pillars in there, before I got that design down for just one of the pillars, I think I went through probably about 10 different designs of pillars before I got to that one I have now. And I was over a course of about a month that I was just designing them. And just like slowly thinking through it because I don't enjoy I don't know. I do enjoy building and creative. I would say that. But I also have so many things I need to do in survival. I actually learned to really enjoy building and creative recently. I got into learning the Axiom mod. If you don't know what Axiom is, amazing building mod. Highly recommend it if you like World Edit and use that. Uh, Without a doubt, it's a better World Edit. Um, Learning curve, without a doubt. It took me about 10 hours of like actually messing around with it to before I got the hang of some of it. And moving around a bit quicker with it. So a learning curve. Yeah. Really good building mod though. How am I doing on leaves? I think I'm doing alright on oak leaves, right? Do I not store anymore here? I don't think I do. Also, the way to get leaf litter, I think, is silly. You can get it by burning leaves in a furnace, and you get leaf litter, apparently. I will never do that. Uh, unless I somehow make a leaf farm, which maybe one day I will. So much more efficient. Go to new generation in a Minecraft world and just find a biome that has loads of leaf litter. Almost all of them do. And it is stacks of the stuff just on the floor, on the surface of the biome. They need to really change how it generates. How am I doing on oak? I got plenty of oak. Okay, good. And I got loads of birch. That's what I thought. It was azalea ones that I didn't have a lot of. I couldn't remember if it was that or oak. These are one of the things that I love about my world. I have spent hours upon hours gathering materials for future things that I have no idea that I plan. Don't know what all of these leaves will go to, but I know I'm gonna use them. Uh, One of those things that I really love about my world. You guys are gonna freeze one of these days. Like I got loads of flowers. I don't know when I would ever use that many tulips. In my color corner. Just like got terracotta, concrete. It's so much stuff. Oh, also for anyone that's a little bit newer and lurking and hanging out with me, I'll eventually build a bridge here. There'll be a really cool big bridge that crosses this and it'll line up with whatever entryway I make for the dwarven. There'll be a wall here, I think. And there'll be an entrance, and there'll be a really cool looking bridge, hopefully, that spans the ravine here that we dug out. I don't terraform that ravine. I actually was thinking about it recently. Leaf litter. Let's go place a stack or two of leaf litter. Where did I leave off? Ooh, I did not get far. I go through this stuff a lot faster than I thought I do. Come on, Thad. Remember how to place this. You gotta be in the corner you want it to be in. I think. Yeah. That's annoying. Should really just be wherever you click on the block. No! My bush! Oh my. For anyone that gets really crazy into terraforming and that, and like places grass and all that in their world, did you kill all of your sheep that are free roaming? They'll eat the grass. I tested this. At least for Java Edition. They will eat this grass. If they eat the block, it destroys the grass. We had a couple sheep roaming for a couple minutes, and they miraculously moved away. They migrated this world. No longer like sheep. Anything else is fine. Add it to the list. Bats, dolphins, sheep. Not allowed in my world. What? Dolphins? Dolphins are terrible. Do a build underwater. Drain the ocean water. If you do any of those projects, you will know why. Is that what we're calling it? Relocated? Yeah. They got relocated. Outside of my world. Dolphins are douches ROL as well. I've heard that before. So it makes sense that they are in Minecraft too. So welcome on in there, Hachiest Metal. Hope you're doing well tonight. Appreciate you hanging out and lurking, I'm assuming. Also, I've been wanting to do this. What is their name? Oh, good, you're here. I'm not doing this right. Aha. There we go. Monica, are you here? We'll see if Monica's actually here. It's okay if you don't. It's fine. I'm curious. So I know if I do this, it goes to the right. Can we make it go to the left? No, it only goes to the right. Oh, we can't put leaf litter on the slabs, though. I want to also mix it into the grass a little bit. I don't know. I have not seen anyone, and maybe people do, but I haven't seen anyone actually use this leaf litter actually as a pile of leaves. I have only seen people use it as like decorational inside buildings for like a rug. And I've used it here in my world as like a, a way to transition be a little bit more on a granular level from like dirt to grass and stone. So I don't think it really looks like leaves too much. I mean, I see where they were getting at, but nah. It's tough to do something on that scale for Minecraft, I guess. Maybe that's just me. Do you guys think these look like leaves? I mean, they kind of, I don't know. Not with how I'm using them here anyway. One must use their imagination, and then yes, they look like leaves, right? It definitely. If they weren't called like leaves, I don't know. We tried to make a pile of leaves. Ow. I think I put some under a tree over here. But even then, I was just doing it as like a transition. Oh, maybe I'll put some more. Heavy, heavy on the imagination. Place this last stack, and then I do think I'll be wrapping it up here soon for tonight's stream. Don't go anywhere though just yet. I always raid out. Send you on over to one of my good friends. Lovely Jesse. If Jessie's still going. I'd be surprised if she ended. Next Shulker Box group. There we go. Chipping away at this pathway for doing some of the details on it. Much better than kind of how we've done some of it in the past. And we got a couple shulkers of stone placed today. Not as much as I would have liked, but I don't know. I think it was that area right there. I don't know. It all starts to blend together. It's getting there. It is getting there. Go to the spot in my world that Charlie dislikes me hanging out because they know it's the end of stream when I'm here. Yep, Jesse's still alive. Oh, they're playing their games. I hope Jesse's near the end of them. Jesse's a good friend of mine, though. Has an amazing hardcore world if you hang out in there for, after they get done playing their games. Other games. Definitely worth the follow. Doesn't stream too often, but when she does, they're good streams. She's doing the games early nowadays. Yeah, she does them at the beginning of stream. I think she has like a few things she does right away. And then she swaps to her games and then she swaps back to hardcore. Yeah, I hate this trapdoor, but it's good. It's fine, Charlie. Thank you there, Daryl. I appreciate you helping me with the raid messages always. You didn't get replaced by a button one of these days. Do join the raid, though. I really appreciate it so much, and Jesse is definitely worth it. Grab that raid message. Grab the first one if you're subbed. Grab the second one if you're not. I really appreciate when people do grab that raid message. Means so much to me when I see people raiding and grabbing the raid message with me. At least something. Say something of raid, like, if you don't grab the raid message. Raid. But anywho, I'll be live again this coming Sunday. Sunday morning. We'll probably just be in the solo world again. Doing whatever I want to do. Doing work somewhere in my world. World's most hated individual block, just by Charlie. I appreciate each and every one of you hanging out with me tonight, though. It really means so much to me. I appreciate all the follows, the gift subs earlier, Daryl. I really appreciate it. Any resubs, all the things. Thank you, everyone. I really, really do appreciate you all. Y'all have a lovely rest of your night, though, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye now.